It is now Thursday. I've missed a day. It's week 27, day 3. I can't remember if I've actually read the blurb from Garmin today, so I'll read it out anyway. You're on the home stretch. Some new symptoms that can occur in the third trimester include shortness of breath, heartburn, and Braxton Hicks contractions. Likely to occur in the afternoon or evening following physical activity. Talk to your doctor if they become strange or occur more regularly. Shortness of breath is definitely a thing. I've had a lot of shortness of breath. Just from general physical activity. Just walking makes me short of breath at the moment. Not extremely short of breath, but like as if I've run a marathon type thing, or if I've done a large amount of running. Actually, 10:30 in the morning. I only woke up half an hour ago. I had a really bad night's sleep Tuesday night. Really bad night's sleep. I was tossing and turning. My back was in pain. Not my lower back, my upper back. My shoulders were in pain from all the sitting and all the hunching I've been doing because my chest is getting heavier. My chest is still freaking growing and it's getting heavy and it's clearly putting strain on my upper back. That has been difficult to deal with. I really need to try and find the energy to do some sort of exercise. I did do some stretching last night, but I didn't record it because for some reason yesterday turning the camera on wasn't even a consideration. I just wanted to get it done. I just wanted the pain in my back gone. So I did some shoulder rotations where you put the band like up and over and did some stretching that way and some forward stretching and backward stretching to try and get some of the tension out of my back, and it did seem to work. I also did some very brief work on my hips as well because my hips have been quite painful and tight these last few days, and again that seems to have worked. The movement I did in my hips and opening and rotating and stretching my hips a little bit did seem to work, and I did it while watching YouTube. I did it all here at my desk while watching YouTube and it helped a lot. I actually got a good night's sleep last night. I got a really good night's sleep. It took me a while. It took me a long while to get to sleep, but once I was asleep, I was gone. I was unconscious for the whole night. I was definitely awake around 2 a.m. because I don't know why, like clockwork, I always end up going to the toilet at 2 a.m. Has done since the start of the second trimester. And I didn't wake up and then until 6 a.m. needing the toilet again. And then I went back to bed and I've just woke up. My alarms all went off at 8. I was not conscious. Like I turned off my alarms, I put them on snooze a couple of times until I just had to turn them off and just KO'd, and I only woke up just before 10 o'clock. I must have needed that extra sleep. But we are awake and we are alive and we are good. Yesterday was a bit of a boring day, to be honest. I was just tired. I was having one of my exhausted days. I had an easy day with the dogs, thankfully. I had 3 dogs in the morning, 1 dog in the afternoon. Everyone was super well behaved, which I was so grateful for. I needed to go to the shop to get some of the basic necessities like eggs, cheese, milk, bread, things like that. And then I didn't get home until 4:30. Spent a minute just de-stress from work and relax from work. Gave my girls their tea, put them to bed not long later. Then Jason came home and because of the exhaustion, I was just too tired to exercise. So instead, I did some video editing. I got another video finished. We're up to week 16. We're only 10 weeks behind now. We're only 10 weeks behind. I'm catching up. I am actually catching up. So I got week 16 finished and then I was still too tired, so I decided to just rest. I've been binge watching a program called Midwives, which is a pretty old program. It's about 10 years old, but it's about midwives and what happens behind the scenes in the NHS. So I thought that would be a good program to actually watch and get an idea of what happens in every scenario and all the different scenarios that can happen. And it has been very educational. It has made me very sure that I do not want a C-section if I can help it. If I have to have an emergency C-section, I have to have an emergency C-section, but ideally I would like to avoid a C-section at all costs. I do not want one. I've also learned that because I am a high-risk pregnancy, there is a chance I can't be allowed a natural birth. I might have to have some intervention, which again, I want to avoid at all costs. I've had a textbook normal pregnancy so far with no complications, no issues, no signs of preeclampsia, no signs of gestational diabetes, nothing. And I want to try and keep it that way. I am doing my best to keep it that way and be as healthy as possible. And I'm hoping that by using that argument that I am having a textbook pregnancy and a textbook normal pregnancy and that baby is still healthy and strong and not in any stress or distress, I can hopefully try and negotiate not having intervention or possibly having a water birth. I don't know. There's a chance I might not be allowed it, which is really irritating. But we'll see. We will see. We've yet to cross that bridge. I actually haven't told you guys about my birth plan, but that's because I've not discussed it with my midwife, so I don't know what I can and cannot do right now. I know what I would like, but I don't know what I can and cannot have because of me being a high-risk pregnancy. I know I'm not allowed a home birth, which is fine. I didn't want a home birth anyway, because in case of emergency or in case of a scenario that's out of my control, I would rather be in the hospital where there is trained medical professional staff that can help me immediately, instead of then having to travel 20 minutes to the hospital to actually have any treatment or to potentially save myself and baby's life, which hopefully won't happen. Hopefully everything will go smoothly and naturally and everything will be great. But because of that, I've not shared my birth plan yet. So until I spoke to my midwife, which is end of next month, in about 3 weeks time, once I spoke to her about that and we've actually got a set plan in place, then I will discuss that. But for now, it's just see how things go. But like I said, it has been a very educational program of all the different things that can happen, what can go wrong. I've seen women who have laboured very freaking quickly. I've seen women who've laboured very slowly. I've seen women who've been in labour for a week. I've seen women who've ended up getting infections after their water breaks and all sorts, absolutely all sorts. So it's been very, very, very educational. Very educational indeed. So I'm going to continue to binge watch this because I think I'm only on episode 5 right now, 4 or 5. Oh, I'm not, I'm on episode 6. Haha, I'm over halfway. So I'm going to continue watching this, and then after I was binge watching this doing my stretches last night, I did a bit of crochet. I got a little bit more of my crochet done. I've also bought some more yarn. I have an extra 4 balls of yarn now. Not that you can see them because they're in the bag, but no matter how hard I tried, 6 balls of yarn that I already had just did not make it long enough, so I've got an extra 4 balls in the hope that that will make it long enough. I really want to get this crochet project finished. It's taking forever. Crochet takes a damn long time. And then, like I said, I got a good night's sleep and I woke up this morning late but very well rested, so I'm hoping I might have a little bit more energy. I've also started retaking my iron tablets. Apparently I am due a blood test next week to see what my blood is like and to test for anemia, because apparently anemia starts showing its ugly head in the 2nd trimester of pregnancy, and considering how exhausted I've been, there's a possibility my anemia might have triggered. So I am currently just taking iron tablets in the afternoon just to try and boost up my energy levels. I try not to take them in the morning because the Huel breakfasts that I have are already quite nutritional and quite high in vitamins and minerals. I don't want to overdose my body in too much. I try and have my Huel for my breakfast, and then I'll have my iron tablets after I get home. And my iron tablets are also multivitamins as well, and actually have a lot of the same multivitamins that the pregnancy supplements have, which is interesting. Not quite the same doses, but sort of the same. So I'm hoping that they're going to help a lot. I'm hoping that they're going to help a hell of a lot. Minion is still wriggling. He had a good wriggle and a kick last night and this morning. I'm not actually due another wriggle for about an hour. Yeah, about an hour and a half now. I'm due my next wriggle from Minion. He's got his own little like time schedule. It's really cute. And thankfully I've only got one walk today. So it's not too bad that I've had a lie-in. Anyway, I'm going to get my breakfast. I'm going to go walk these dogs, and then hopefully, and it's a big hopefully, when I get home I might have time to do a little bit of exercise, because I really need a shower, and doing some exercise would be a great excuse to have a shower. And then this afternoon I'm actually going to go see my friend Simone. She's the friend that had a baby earlier this year, and bless her, she goes the baby bank regularly and she managed to secure me a pram. I am so grateful. It was 60 quid for a 3-piece pram. I am so excited and so happy. She's actually quite jealous. She actually prefers the pram that she's got me over her own. I have already paid her back for it. I paid her back immediately the second she bought it, but it is a very, very, very beautiful pram she's managed to grab me. I don't like the fact that she's spotted that. Cody? Oh no, that's Jinx. It is absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to get it home. I also need to bring a cage back with me tonight because her birds are going to be staying with me at the end of November, and it's going to be the first time she's actually seeing our home, or potentially the first time she's seeing our new home, which is very exciting. Very, very exciting indeed. But yeah, that's my plans for tonight. So I will try and take you with me to my friend Simone's house and show you the pram and everything that she got me. But at the same time, I don't want to be rude on her privacy, so I will make sure to get her permission or to check with her that it's okay before I start vlogging. If not, then I will wait until I get home and show you guys when I get home. We will see. So it is now week 27, day 5. It is Friday, it's the last day of my working week. I do apologise I didn't show you guys the pram. It is now at home, but I didn't get home until 11 o'clock last night from my friend's house. So I didn't get a chance to actually record anything. I was starving, so I just got something to eat and went straight to bed. So I do apologise about that, but it is now at home and I will be showing it you on either this video or the next video, probably this video hopefully.
Good boy. I'm out with two of my dogs at the moment, so I do apologise if I'm a bit breathless. Today I've got a quiet day with the dogs, but I'm having a sleepy day today. I woke up at 7:30 after a good night's sleep. I had a really good night's sleep. I only woke up at 3 a.m. to go to the toilet, and then I didn't wake up again then until 7:30. So I just got out of bed at that point and got up. And then after waking up and getting out of bed, got my breakfast, got my parrot sorted. I was feeling ready for the day, and then at 9 o'clock I started getting drowsy again. So I managed to get back into bed for 9:30 after I finished my breakfast, and I ended up sleeping for an hour, so I'm late on my dog walks, but at least I've had a nap, which gives me some energy to get through today. Not enough, not nearly enough. I'm very tempted to go back home or to go for a nap when I get back home. But it's a beautiful day nonetheless. It's a very, very gorgeous autumn day today. Leaves are orange, so you've still got the green in the trees. I am very much feeling the waddle now. My hips are really hurting today. I've clearly not stretched them enough yesterday. Didn't really get time to stretch them yesterday. I really need to give them a stretch tonight because they're sore today. My hips are really sore today, especially my glutes. My glutes are really tight right now. Other than that, things are going well pregnancy wise. I don't really know what I'm going to do tonight because, like I said, I'm having a tired day, so I don't know whether or not to maybe do some stretches or go home and go for a nap and see how I feel after my nap. But one thing I am going to be doing this weekend me and Jason are off Jason's off Saturday. I'm off all weekend and I really need to clean the house and get the house sorted. The nesting instincts are beginning to kick in. I wouldn't say they're there yet. I'm not gone super psycho nesty yet, but they're getting there. They're starting to creep in. I'm starting to feel the urge to clean and tidy very strongly. So I'm literally going to have a weekend of tidying and cleaning. So I'll try and do a bit of a video montage, if you will. I might even put it in its own separate video of me cleaning the house, tidying the back room, starting to organise all Minions drawers and stuff. After the next 2 days, I've only got 3 months, less than 3 months till we see him, or up to 3 months till we see him. Don't yet 100% know. I'm still expecting him to be late, as I said, but he could come early. It's very possible. We don't know. He will come when he is ready, but we are in the final stretch from next week. So it is week 27, day 5. Oh, I am tired. I've spent so much time sleeping the last 2 days. I can't actually remember if I vlogged anything at the end of yesterday. I can't remember where I left off when I was on my dog walk. As I said, I had a nap before my dog walk even started. I had another 5-minute nap at the end of that dog walk and before my second dog walk. And then I got home and I went straight to bed. I was shattered. And I slept for another 2 hours until Jason got home. Jason, bless him, sorted out all the pets for me because I was unconscious. I had no idea what was going on. And I finally woke up around 6 o'clock, just as he came to check on me. Woke up and I was still exhausted. I was still tired. I was still ready to go back to bed. So we ended up having a gaming night where we could just chill and have fun, and decided that we'll worry about all the big stuff today, which is Saturday. And I ended up sleeping in. I didn't get up until about 9:30 this morning. I had a good night's sleep. I had a really freaking good night's sleep. I got up once all night. I got up at 3 a.m. and that was it. That was the only time I got up all freaking night. I had a really good solid night's sleep. I had a couple of nightmares. There was a couple of nightmares. One of them was very K-pop demon hunter like there was demons coming out from the other realm that me and a bunch of my friends had to slay down and stuff, which was weird because I've not watched K-pop demon hunters in a while. Usually those kind of things do influence my dreams, but for some reason on this occasion
I hadn't watched anything to influence those dreams, so I'm not too sure where that was coming from. And a part of me was worried that my third eye was opening again and I was starting to see demons in my dreams. I had to self-talk myself out of it quite a lot to get back to sleep, but I did manage to get back to sleep relatively quickly. I think I finally found the right consistency with my pregnancy pillow that is just right for me for cuddling or for lying on to make it feel like I'm on my back without actually being on my back. And then the second dream I had was another nightmare. My abusive ex crept back into my dream last night and, as usual, was trying to entice me away from Jason, and that was just a whole debacle in my brain, which was annoying as hell. And no matter how many times I told him no, go away, leave me alone, he just kept on coming and coming and just, I really hate that I have been away from that man and healed from that man for coming up to 12 years, like over 11 years, coming up to 12 years. And yet the memory of him still haunts my brain, still haunts my dreams. Even to this day, I don't think about him during the day, with the exception of now explaining this. I don't do anything regarding him, but he still haunts my dreams and it drives me insane. It's not often, it's not common, it happens about once a month, maybe twice a month sometimes, but I still have nightmares about him and it drives me mad. Oh, it's just so annoying. And when you're pregnant and you already have, sorry, the minions just started kicking. When you're pregnant and you already have pretty vivid dreams anyway, and the pregnancy dreams make them even more vivid and more realistic, drives me mad. Drives me mad because it feels real. It feels real and it feels like he's there in front of me and I'm freaking terrified. I hate it. Anyway, that's how my night's gone. Even though I had an amazing night's sleep, I still woke up late. I've still woke up quite tired. But I do need to get some stuff done today. Don't you turn off, don't you turn off, don't you turn off. On the plus side, I have just finished editing week 17. I am now officially 10 weeks behind. We are catching up. We're really catching up now. You guys are only, at the point of recording this, you guys are only 10 weeks behind, and hopefully by the end of next week, you'll only be 8 weeks behind. So we're getting there. We are slowly getting there. We're nearly caught up just as I'm starting my third trimester. So it is looking positive that by the time we reach Christmas, that you guys will be fully caught up to date. Hopefully before Christmas, you guys will be fully caught up to date, ready for when baby is actually due, and I can have a bit of a break from YouTube and have a couple of weeks off after Minion is born. I don't intend to do a birth vlog per se. I do intend to do a vlog on the run up to the birth. Pardon me. I do intend to do a vlog on the run up to the birth, to show how I'm feeling, or to talk about how I'm feeling, what I'm going through, to show what I'm going through physically, mentally, emotionally, painfully, how I'm coping with it. But I don't intend to do a birth vlog. I'm not going to take my camera into the hospital while I'm giving labour. I'm going to take it in and record the build up to it. But then when the contractions start getting really bad, when I hit like 7-8 centimeters dilated or more and it's actually taking place, vlogging will be the last of my worries. Vlogging will be the last of my cares. And it's also not something I want to put on the internet, is me going through that specifically. But I will be doing a birth vlog, aka the run up to the birth and post birth. Even though I won't be filming the birth itself, I will be filming the run up to the birth and the aftermath of the birth after baby is born. And I will also be telling a birth story, which will be a completely separate video all of itself. And then after that, after baby is born and after I've gone through the newborn trenches, so to speak, and I've recovered slightly from the whole birth thing, I will hopefully be starting my exercise series back again, trying to exercise, trying to get fit, trying to get back into calisthenics, improving mobility and flexibility, while also juggling a newborn, which is going to be a challenge all in itself, because I know the first 3 months, I think it is, that baby is the only thing you can worry about. Like, you have to go everywhere with it, you have to carry it everywhere, do everything with it. It's really difficult to actually do anything with the newborn around, but I'm going to try. I am going to try and get back into fitness and calisthenics and exercise and everything in between after baby is born. We're going to see how that goes. For today, back into the present day, we're trying not to plan too much for the future, but back to the present day, we do actually need to get some stuff done today. We need to start making a tidy up of Minion's room. I need to show you guys Minion's pram that my friend got us, or found for us. And I also need to start tidying Minion's clothes away, which that alone That in and of itself is very exciting and very scary, because in 3 months or less, I say or less, I'm expecting Minion, I've said it 1,000 times, I'm expecting Minion to be late, but they could be early. In 3 months or less, Minion's going to be here, and that is so exciting. That is so, so exciting. Also, just to clarify, in case anyone was wondering, yes, we have potentially picked out a name. We've actually narrowed it down to 3. There are 3 names that we really, really like, and we can't decide on one particular one. I do have a preference, but I don't know if he's going to suit it. So we're putting the name on hold until after he's born and working out which of the 3 he suits best, or if he doesn't suit any of them and we end up going with a completely different name. So as of right now, he doesn't have a set name, but we do have 3 names that we have said that we would prefer. I'm not going to say what those names are, purely for Minion's own privacy. I am very aware that the internet can be a very unprivate place a lot of the times, and until he has the ability to consent and know what he's actually consenting to, I do not want to share his full name on the internet, just in case he decides that he doesn't want to be public when he's older and he doesn't want to be on social media, or he doesn't want to have that sort of social pressure or public pressure. I'm not going to force that onto him. So we're going to keep his name a secret and just refer to him as Baby Minion, or Minion in future videos, just in case anyone was wondering, because there has been a couple of people wondering whether or not I have decided on a name or not. But yeah, just in case he doesn't ever want to be a public person or put his life on the internet like I do, in case he wants to be secretive and a bit more private like his dad, we're going to take that respect and keep his full name private. And then if he decides he wants to do a YouTube channel, or if he decides he wants social media, that's up to him when he is older. But until then, he is Baby Minion, or Minion in future videos. And with the exception of when he's first born, because a lot of babies look the same when they're first born. They all look like grumpy old men. With the exception of when he's first born, we will show his face when he's first born, because that is going to be my first memory of him, my first photo, my first video of him. So I do want that on my memories, is what he looked like when he was first born. But any time he appears in videos after the first month, he will be blurred out. And again, that is for his own privacy, in case he gets to 18 and decides he doesn't want his face all over the internet, especially his baby photos, because let's be honest, we all get quite embarrassed about our baby photos. So we are trying to be respectful of his future choices, even though he's not had a chance to make those future choices yet. So I apologise if anyone was hoping to watch him grow up with us and watch how he develops and grows. I don't trust the internet. There's a lot of people I don't trust on the internet. There's a lot of dark web, etc., and things like that I do not trust. And I have seen some terrifying stuff from AI, just from a baby's face, or from a 3-second clip of a child's face, or from a photo that someone's put on their Instagram. I've seen some terrible stuff that can be done with AI as it is now, let alone in 10-20 years time. That is the main reason we will be blurring his face out, is for his own safety, his own privacy, and when he is older, he can make the decision if he wants to be on the internet, on social media, on YouTube. And who knows, in 10-20 years time, the internet might not even exist. I highly doubt that, but it might be a completely different space. It's going to be completely different to what it is today. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Now that I have edited my video for today and I can actually get it uploaded and get it done and get it out for you guys no later than 3 o'clock today, we also need to go tidy Minion's room. So we're going to make a start on that. So this is currently the state of Minion's room. As you can see, we've kind of used it as a bit of a dumping ground for stuff that we haven't yet packed away. We have 2 or 3 boxes that we haven't yet packed away or unpacked from when we've moved in. We've got a couple of empty boxes that we need to actually sort and organise. And the whole room is just a disaster so right now. We do have his new pram, which is right here, which I will get set up eventually. But first I need to start organising some of this mess.
So that is looking much better. Still a little crowded, but a heck of a lot better than it was. And now I actually get to show you our new pram. So this is the pram that my best friend managed to find us. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love the plant and jungle sort of theme on it. It really matches the natural nature theme we're going for. And she managed to get a 3-piece set. So it comes with the big bassinet, it comes with the car seat, and it also comes with the toddler seat for when he's a bit older, which is exactly what we wanted. We wanted one that lasted us a while. It also comes with its own baby bag, which we're thinking of getting I think it's called a Bugaboo baby bag. But for now, we're going to make do with the one that it comes with because it's really nice and it's baggy and it matches. And it also comes with a manual setup as well. Apparently this is a Tasky Art 910, whatever that is. But it comes with absolutely everything we could need. Made in Italy. Ooh, fancy. But this is basically the instruction manual for how to use it, how to set it up and everything else. It's everything we could have needed. It's everything we could have needed for this time around. And if we ever decide to have a second, it'll survive us for the second as well, which is great.